Alright, hello and welcome back to the Steins visual novel. My name is GamerGuy4You, and let's jump right back into it. We're talking about all sorts of sciencey stuff, black holes, space, event horizon. So, let us continue on. I don't know if I said this line or not, we'll just say it anyway. Alright, so let's do Krisu's voice. For example, if Okabe jumped into a black hole, time for him would stretch to infinity. Yeah, I think we said that. Okay, that's cool. She continues. Since light cannot escape, human eyes cannot see the other side of the event horizon. She continues. Observing a black hole from the inside is impossible, so nothing about the inside can be proven. She continues. There is an exception, however. This exception is vital when you use a Kerr black hole for time travel. Okabe says, get to the point. Krisu says, the Kerr black hole's ring singularity. Since it's spinning, it has angular momentum. Daru says, like I said in Japanese, please. Excuse me. Didn't get to be able to mute for that, but anyhow. Krisu says, didn't I already explain how the core spins? Just think of that as having momentum. She continues. If you keep giving Mick-chan and Crow-chan electrons, they'll rotate faster and faster. She continues. And when their angular momentum exceeds a certain threshold, the event horizon will disappear, and the singularity will become a naked singularity. Daru. Daru says, naked? You mean the magical girl costumes expose a lot of skin, right? When does the anime adaptation air? Kurisu and I ignore Daru's response. Or nonsense. Okabe says, naked? You mean it becomes observable? Alright, Kurisu says, when the event horizon disappears, there's no more reason for time and space to change places. Meaning that you can enter a naked singularity without being trapped. She continues. And then the existence of the naked singularity allows the principle of causality to be violated and the general theory of relativity to fail. She continues. The laws of physics are broken. Okabe says, can such a thing exist? The negation of the theory of relativity and the principle of causality means serious paradoxes can occur. Didn't Kurisu say that earlier? Krisu says, nothing in principle stops Kerr black holes from existing. It seems inconsistent, but the math never lies.
因果率が破綻してるわけだから、その裸の得意点に突入すれば過去へ遡ることができる。
She continues, since the principle of causality fails, it would be possible to travel to the past by entering a naked singularity. John Titor said the same thing. So Titor's time machine is using CERN's technology. But Titor's time machine was compact, small enough to fit into a car. The LHC is 27 kilometers long, but they've managed to get it down to travel size in just 24 years. Holy heck.
わからないのは得意点に電子を注入する部分ね。
Creaser says, one thing I don't understand is how they inject electrons into the singularity.
見て、この LHC の写真だけど、陽子衝突地点に妙な機器が設置されてる。
She continues, look, this is a picture of the LHC, but there's strange equipment installed at the proton collision site.
リフターっていう名前で呼ばれてるみたいだけど、一体何のことだか。
She continues, it looks like they call it a lifter, but just what is it?
ダル、聞いたことは？
Okabe says, Daru, have you heard of it?
リフター、さっきの Z プログラムにもちらっと出てきたよな。ググってみる？
Okay, Dara says lifter. I think I saw that in the Z program files. Wanna Google it? I remember this in the anime. The lifter bit. Dara opens up a browser window and enters lifter into a search engine.
お、ヒットしてるし。
Dara says, we've got hits. About 422,000 results.
こんなに？機密でも何でもないのかな？
Creaser says, that many? I guess it's not a secret.
もしかしてこれじゃないか？イオンクラフト。
Okabe says, could this be it? Ionocraft?
イオン、つまり電荷を持った原子や分子のことね。意味としては一致する。
Creaser says, ions are charged particles. The meaning matches. We click on a link that says Ionocraft Lifter. It takes us to a video. YouTube. Looks like some dim garage. But it doesn't seem like anything secretive, just a garage like you'd see in an average American home. At the center of the screen is a triangular shape made of some kind of metal. It looks about 10 centimeters high and about 30 centimeters wide. It's connected to some sort of generator by a thin wire. Looks like some really cheap equipment. That's all there is. Nothing else. After explaining something in some language I don't understand, Russian, maybe, the person filming the video slowly turns the power on. And then...
あ、浮いた。
Dara says, it's floating. The silvery triangle floats soundlessly into the air. Then it remains stationary.
反重力装置だと。
Okabe says, that's an anti-gravity device.
そんなのあるわけない。あったら世紀の大発見よ。
Creaser says, don't be ridiculous. That would be the breakthrough of the century.
イオンクラフトっていうぐらいだから。この場合、帯電した空気と電極が関係してるんだと思う。
Creaser says, It's called an ionocraft, so it probably has something to do with electrodes and charged air. Karisu doesn't sound as confident as she usually does. We look up information on the ionocraft lifter. Lots of sites have detailed instructions on how to make lifters, but I don't know how they work since the sites are all giving conflicting theories.
そのリフターにセルンが目をつけた。そしてタイムトラベルに必要な装置として組み込んでいる。
Okabe says, CERN is using this lifter technology. It's a vital component of their time machine.
ミクロ特異点の質量や重力場を操作できるとなれば、やはりこれは反重力装置ということだろう。
He continues, if they can manipulate a microsingularity's mass and gravitational field, then these things really are anti-gravity devices.
まあそういう限定的条件に当てはめるなら間違いじゃないかもしれないけど。
Karisu says, well, under those exact conditions, I guess you might not be entirely wrong. Incredible. My curiosity is growing more by the second.
でもセルンはこのリフターの調整に苦労してるみたいで。
Karisu says, but it looks like CERN's having trouble adjusting their lifter.
ミクロ特異点の重力調整がうまくできていない。だから完全な裸の特異点を作れていない。
She continues, they don't have full control over the microsingularity's gravity, so they can't make a true naked singularity.
そのせいで被験者がゼリーマンになっていると見るべきだ。
One's voice gets so destroyed by trying to do these voices. Oh my goodness. Okabe says, that must be the reason why the subjects turned into jellymen. Karisu nods.
裸の特異点が作れていないなら、つまり被験者はブラックホールに放り込まれるのと同じだから、突入するだけで凄まじい質量によって押しつぶされるに決まってる。
Karisu says, since the singularity is still closed, the subject is crushed by its tremendous gravity. Oh my goodness.
その結果、あらゆる物質がフラクタル構造になってしまった。という仮説を提示してみる。実際はどうなってるのかさっぱり。調べるだけで何ヶ月もかかりそう。
She continues, as a result, substances become fractalized. Let's go with that hypothesis. Of course, there's no way to be sure that it's right. It might take months to prove. My girly voice is broken. Karisu shrugs her shoulders in resignation.
リフターはまだ未完成か。
Okabe says, so CERN's lifter is still incomplete. If Titor is telling the truth, then CERN won't complete their time machine for another 24 years.
つまり俺たちが先に電話レンジカッコ仮を完成させればセルンを出し抜くことも可能というわけだ。
Okabe says, if we can complete the phone wave, name subject to change first, then we'll have outwitted CERN.
規模が全然違う。それにセルンでさえ完成させていないのに、あんたにできるわけないでしょ。
Karisu says, we don't have half the equipment or funding CERN does. What makes you think you can solve a problem that they can't?
これは簡単に解決できる問題じゃない。
She continues, this isn't that simple.
そもそも時間移動調整や時間跳躍後の場所指定の問題もセルンは解決できてないし。
She continues, CERN still hasn't figured out how to set the subject's destination in time or space.
ゼリーマンの発見時期や発見場所がバラバラなのも納得だわ。
She continues, that should be evident by how scattered the Jellyman discoveries were.
例えば地の底とか宇宙空間とかに放り出されたゼリーマンもいるかもしれない。見つかってるゼリーマン以外にもね。というかそ その可能性は限りなく 100% に近い。
She continues, "We don't even know if this is all of them. There could be jellymen buried underground, or floating in space. Actually, I'm almost certain there are."
地球から何万キロも離れた宇宙空間に放り出されたらタイムトラベルしても無意味。全く実用的じゃないわ。
Alright, unfortunately we're out of time, so thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for more of the Steins Gate visual novel, and I will see you up ahead. Take care, cool.